Welcome back to another video on Soul Therapy. Today we're going to downtown Chicago, more specifically the Mag Mile, to see what kind of sneakers we could find for retail. It's honestly been a while since I've been in this part of Chicago, so I'm really excited to see what we could find and maybe come up on some good shoes. I hope you guys have been enjoying the output as of late. As we roll into summer, I'm going to have a lot more free time to record and edit these videos for you guys. The first store that we're hitting up is Nordstrom, which literally has a restaurant built into the middle of the store. They had some Carhartt work in progress items which I found incredibly awesome, but just really overpriced. While I'm not huge into designers, I love looking at fashion pieces and seeing what they offer that's new and innovative. The first shoe that actually caught my attention were these Adidas SL72s. They had this yellow and blue colorway. Now my homie picked up the blue colorway recently and I think they look awesome on foot. They also had these Jordan 312 Legacies that were a collab with PSG, and it's pretty interesting that Jordan is taking one of their takedown models and collaborating it with PSG, which is usually reserved for more hype collabs. They had some standard Air Max 270s and some Jordan 1 lows in the green glow colorway, and honestly, I think these are cleaner than the high tops. I'm not the biggest fan of the Jordan 1 high with the toe color blocking, so these lows look more appealing to me. I found these black and yellow Adidas Gazelles on sale on the reduced rack, and I thought they were pretty clean. Not a bad shoe at all. Later on in this video, we're going to be heading to Nordstrom Rack, which is basically an expanded version of this reduced rack, and we find some really nice shoes. Remember, a sneaker's selling price does not always determine its quality, and there's some great steals out there if you're willing to look. They had these New Balance 2002 Rs in this simple and clean colorway. They had a couple of Reebok Classic models that look pretty decent as well. Then I wanted to check out some of the high-end fashion sneakers, and the first shoes that caught my eye were these Off-Whites. They almost have that Chicago color blocking and the silhouette that I thought was pretty clean. This other colorway was also very eye-catching and looked to have premium materials. Right outside of Nordstrom, there's a store called Diplomatic, one of my favorite resale stores in Chicago. They always have crazy expensive and hyped sneakers that are fun to take a look at, which includes this Union Jordan 1 High in the black toe colorway. These are absolutely beautiful. This Off-White Pine Green Dunk has to be my favorite Off-White and Nike Dunk collab. These are awesome. You can literally throw them on any outfit and they're going to shine. It was also cool to see the Powerpuff SB collab. They had the Bubbles colorway and the other green colorway, which, forgive me, I don't remember the name of. They also had these Jordan 1 Highs in the New York City to Paris colorway that I think are absolutely fantastic. Even when you wear them away, I think the color looks awesome with pink underneath. They also had patent bred Jordan 1s, which is honestly the last sneaker I need to complete the whole entire Reimagine line. Do you guys think they're worth scooping up? Before I left, I checked out some of their apparel. Nothing really caught my eye, but honestly a really great store. Also, if you guys know of any great sneaker stores or sneaker spots in general, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear new places to go and bring you guys more videos. The next store I decided to head over to was Nike to see what they had in store. Right off the bat, they had some industrial blue Jordan 1 lows. These are super clean. And then they had these Jordan 1 low Dune that I also think are great with awesome materials. And then the big release, the Jordan 1 high green glow. I can say confidently that these shoes are outlet bound, and while they're not horrible, I'm just not a fan of the color blocking or the color that they decided to pick for these. Then they had these Jordan 1 mid tops that have a zipper on them. These I believe are called the Fly Ease, and honestly I am not at ease while looking at them. They had the Jordan 2/3, which is honestly one of my favorite sneakers Jordan brand has come out with recently. They had some Legacy 312s in the Chicago themed colorway, and some 13s, Jordan 9s, and the newest Jordan 37s in the low top. They also had green glow mids, which I believe also look better than the high top version. And then they had these Jordan 13s that we've taken a look before at my channel. I hope they go on sale. They're honestly a great shoe. They also had the Jordan 4 industrial blue slides. I'm a fan of when they take the slides with the new retros that come out and kind of match them to the releases. They had a bunch of brand new LeBron 21s in colorways that I've never seen before. These are great looking shoes. LeBron is easily one of my favorite basketball players, and I think Nike has been killing it with the LeBron 20 and now the 21, and I'm especially a big fan of the newer versions with that chrome-like swoosh. They had a couple of Jordan models that were all final sizes, and then they had some Nike Book 1s in this black colorway that I thought were really nice. I was actually surprised to see them because from what I saw online, most of the places were sold out. They also had the brand new Jason Tatum 2, which I think are kind of ugly, but the display was pretty cool. Today's fit featured the Jordan 1 Low Metallic Navy and a Navy Carhartt jacket that I got for a steal. They had a huge display for the new Air Max DN, which I'm honestly not the biggest fan of. I think they look just like every other Air Max. For the heck of it, I decided to check out some of the marathon running shoes, and it's crazy how big those foam stacks are and the technology that goes inside them. I went all the way up to the 5th floor to see what kind of lifestyle shoes, and I found these Mac Attacks that we've seen before, and these new Nike Dunk Lows in this pink and green colorway that I thought were pretty clean. They also had this Nike Dunk High in this light green, and they had the Curry SP Nike Dunk Lows with awesome materials. They had this brand new black Nike Field General, and they still had sizes in the Air Max 1 OG Big Bubble. This is the Royal colorway. I decided to try on my size just to see how they fit, and honestly they weren't too bad. The comfort was pretty decent, but nothing worth copying. And then I made my way over to Zara to see if I could find any cool pieces for the upcoming summer season. I'm trying to get in my linen bag and get stuff that's a little bit more formal than what I have. I don't often buy from Zara, but sometimes they have a couple of pieces that give me inspiration for outfit ideas, and I go and get pieces elsewhere. And I definitely recommend doing the same if you're trying to upgrade your wardrobe, especially for the warmer climate that's coming up. Trust me, we're trying to get right for this upcoming summer season, and I'm super excited to be throwing on some more fits. And you know, in the back of my mind, I always think, what shoe am I going to match with this shirt or with these pants? At least for me, all my outfits start from the ground up, so I go in my closet, look for which shoe feels the most true to today's vibe, and then I go from there. In the comment section down below, let me know how you put together your outfit. Do you start from the top or do you start from the bottom? They had this gray hoodie at Zara that I was tempted to get that was only 27 bucks, but honestly I'm not a big fan of those big drawstrings. The next store I slid over to was Nordstrom Rack, and just like I mentioned earlier on this video, you can find deals here that are pretty outstanding. They had purple designer jeans for 42 bucks, which personally isn't my style, but I know that's a crazy price for those jeans. They had some all-white New Balance 550s for around 65 bucks, which is perfect for the upcoming summer season. They had these Doc Martens that I've never seen before with like these Air Martin graphic on it. I don't know what the heck that is. Must be a collab of some sort. They had some Birkins for 110, which isn't too bad considering retail's right around 160. They also had some Adidas 4D sneakers, which were heavily reduced to around 64 bucks. I know the original retail on those must have been crazy. They also had these 550s in this hemp-like colorway. This whole video I was secretly in search of a blue hoodie, and I couldn't seem to find any anywhere, so I decided to slide in H&M, see if that could change things. Spoiler, it did not, but there were some pretty cool items here that I want to show you guys. They had these H2 jackets that I've never seen before, which seems to be some sort of new initiative from H&M to reach out more into the high-end designer market, as the prices were pretty expensive. The materials did seem much better and the silhouettes were really cool, so I think it's honestly a step in the right direction, and maybe I'll pick up a piece eventually. Then I decided to slide over a water tower. The first store that I hit up was Adidas, and they had all the brand new Harden 8s in colorways that I've never seen before, including this pink, I believe Flamingo is the name of it. These were really solid. They also had the Anthony Edwards in this blue and black colorway that are easily my favorite Anthony Edwards colorway. And probably the coolest shoe they had were these Mad Infinities. This is the first time I've seen these in person, and they're really cool looking. They also had the Messi and Samba collab, and honestly I was a little disappointed by these. I'm not the biggest fan of that milky bottom sole, and the materials on them just felt alright compared to my Conservatorium Adidas Sambas that have really nice materials. They did have the Superstars that were the collab with the TMNT, and those were really solid. And then they had like these Flywire Samba models that I've never seen before. I decided to try on the Mad Infinities, and they didn't have a 12, so the 11.5 was really tight on foot, but honestly the silhouette is really cool. I was actually pleasantly surprised by Adidas. They had some really cool shoes there, so I slid over to Forever 21. They had nothing at Forever 21, so I slid over to Finish Line, and they had some Yeezy Adidas 350 V2s. I talked with the employees there, and these seems to be a return. They also had some Jordan 1 mids on sale for only 90 bucks, and these huge Nike Dunks for $85. They had some Asics there, and they had these brand new Nike Dunk Low in the Pacific Moss colorway, which, correct me if I'm wrong, haven't come out yet, so they put these out a little too early, but still a really solid shoe. They had some Jordan Spizikes lows that were pretty fire, and then these Air Max UNCs that were on sale for $125. Honestly, a sleeper pair. They had the Air Max Athletic Department ones, those were really cool, and these Air Max ones in this red colorway that was also, again, very clean for a reduced price of $120. They had your typical selection of Air Max models and some Crocs that were pretty cool. I'm looking to get myself some Birkins or some slides, so I'm always keeping an eye out. These Outcast ones were really fire. Honestly, super tempted by those. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and subscribe for more Soul Therapy.